You tired of feeling like you're in the dark when it comes about knowing what's inside the food that you actually eat? Well, if you are, you're in luck, because today we're going to be diving into the world of nutrition labels, how to read them, are they important? Does it matter when you're on a weight loss journey? Hint, hint, yes, very important while you're on a weight loss journey to know what's inside the food that you're actually eating. But most importantly, there's really two things that I'm looking for on a nutrition label, and we'll get to those here in just a moment. Welcome back, Weight Warriors. If you're someone who's on a fat loss journey like I am, or you're planning to start one, you're in the right place. I'm Mike. I'm a fat guy trying not to be fat anymore by making lifestyle changes. And in this video, again, we're talking about nutrition labels. First things first, what are nutrition labels and are they important? Well, if you don't know what a nutrition label is, at least in the United States, I believe they're required to put nutrition labels on like all food that you purchase at like Walmart and stuff. There are some rules around different things. I haven't really figured out all the rules, but for the most part, pretty much everything you buy in the US has a nutrition label on it, and I believe that carries over to most countries as well. And are they important? Yeah. If you're on a weight loss journey, there's a couple key pieces of information that you need to pull from that nutrition label, because it gives you a glimpse into what's actually inside the food. And let's face it, sometimes packaging can be really deceiving. There's a lot of marketing. There's a lot of effort that goes into trying to get you to pick that bag of chips or pick that whatever it may be from the store. But the nutrition labels can help you be more informed about the decisions you're making about the food that you put inside your body. Now, let's dive a little deeper into the components of a nutrition label. First up, there's the serving size. This is the suggested amount of food that the nutritional information applies to. It's important to pay attention to this because if you eat more than the suggested serving size, you'll need to adjust your diet or at least your daily intake accordingly. For example, if a serving size is half a cup and you eat a full cup, you'll need to double the calories that it says on that label. Now, there are a couple gotchas. For example, I'm going to pick on the brand Ben & Jerry's because I don't like them for a couple reasons, but Ben & Jerry's, they're pretty tricky in that their little pint of ice cream is 4 serving sizes. I'm talking about the little one, the one that I easily can put down by myself. Their serving size, again, here it says is half a cup of ice cream. Nobody eats half a cup of ice cream, or at least if you do, power to you because you have some serious self-control. Next thing that I like to keep an eye on is servings per container. Now, this tells you how many servings are in an entire package. Now, again, serving size can be a tricky one. Don't be fooled by the size of the package. It's about how you use it. No, it's actually, don't be really when you're reading the labels. There is, again, serving size and then how many servings are in a package. Like I said, how many servings are in a package? Quick tip, again, look at how many servings are in the package. And if you're getting a little confused on that, or there's like 32 servings in a package, you could get out a food scale, or you could just, again, try to be as accurate as you can. Benefit with a food scale is you're going to be really accurate because not only does it say serving size and serving size per container, but usually with that, at least the serving size, you can get like, you know, the grams or the ounces. You can get really close to the calories that's on the nutrition label by using a food scale. Speaking of calories, they're next on my list. Again, the calories on the nutrition label is the amount of energy that you will be getting from that food. So if you're trying to lose weight like me, it's important you keep an eye on how many calories are in that serving size. Another thing to keep your eye on is the Weight Warriors channel. Subscribe, like this video, and comment down below your biggest gotcha that you found when it comes to reading nutrition labels. Finally, the nutrition labels also give you some information on the macronutrients. Now, I've done a video on macronutrients, but essentially there's 3 main nutrients that make up our food, and it's protein, fat, and carbohydrates. Again, if you want to learn more about these macros, check out the video. I go through each of them in great detail. Now, the nutrition label might also give you a breakdown of vitamins and minerals. These are important for your overall health and well-being. And if you lack a certain vitamin or mineral, you might feel tired or sluggish. It might affect your body in a bunch of different ways. So it's just important to pay a bit of attention to these as well. But really pay attention to, as I alluded to before, the marketing. It can be really tricky, and don't get me started on some of the crazy marketing I have seen with some of the processed foods, like the whole big push for like low fat or all natural on the packaging. It doesn't necessarily mean that these foods are good for you. It just means that they're all natural or low fat. It might be all natural, but super calorie dense and loaded with natural sugars. So always be sure to check the nutrition label to get that information. And when it comes to comparing products, be sure to look at the per serving numbers. Again, that way you can get a fair comparison between different brands and different types of foods. But enough about the examples. Let's get into the real stuff. Imagine you're at the grocery store and you're trying to decide between 2 types of cereal. One claims to be healthy and the other claims to be, well, I don't know, more generic, like Fruit Loops, whatever. Which one do you choose and why? Well, you might check the nutrition label and realize that the healthy option is actually loaded with just as much sugar as the Fruit Loops. Actually, Fruit Loops probably aren't the best example. A better example would probably be like Kellogg's or something, but essentially a lot of the really healthy cereals, actually some of them are like loaded with sugar, which that's why I actually like Honey Bunches of Oats. It's not like this perfect healthy thing. It's pretty equivalent to a lot of that same cereal you see down the cereal aisle. Personally, I find nutrition labels and reading them to be just a really quick, simple hack. I don't even want to say it's a hack. It's just like you do a quick in the grocery store, look at things, be like, is this worth the calories? And then you can make a judgment call, yes, no on that. And again, really, I've just been tracking my calories this year. I am starting to pay more attention to my protein because I'm just now starting to do more resistance training and trying to build more muscle. But for the most part, like I said, reading nutrition labels is pretty straightforward. I just want to warn you guys about the gotchas that I've found in this journey. And like I said, I'd really be interested to hear which ones you found. So there you have it, folks. It's a crash course on reading nutrition labels with some tips, tricks, things that I've found that, like I said, help influence my decisions while I'm going through the grocery store. And I hope that this helps you in your journey and while you're picking out foods. And who knows, maybe you'll start losing weight and you'll feel better, and you can let me know that this is helpful. So like I said, next time you're at the grocery store, take a look at those labels. Your body will thank you for it.